Times Square is among the most visited spots in the world, drawing in huge crowds of 50 million people per year. Recently, it's been a good place to take your friends or family out to go see street performers, Broadway shows, or a nice meal, scattered through an abundance of giant billboards and fun stores. And throughout Times Square's history, it's kept a theme of staying very populated. Back in the 19th century, the once called Longacre Square used to be the center of New York's horse carriage industry, where carriage makers, blacksmiths, stables, and auction houses would all gather. But once World War I ended, the dynamics of the area started to shift as a large abundance of theaters, music halls, and upscale hotels started to go up by Times Square. By the time it hit the 70s and 80s, however, there were drugs, prostitution, and lots of crime in the area, and it was considered a place many people would avoid for safety reasons.
Criminals are doing the same thing. They want to start the new year just the way they finished up this year, by stealing and beating up people.
Nevertheless, the infamous annual ball drop on New Year's Eve has been a consistent staple event that has been going since 1904, where people stand in the cold outside for hours counting down the seconds until the next calendar year. Today, you can find all types of people from around the world coming to visit the cultural melting pot. In fact, you can pretty much do anything and nothing will happen to you, such as dressing up as Elmo and photobombing people. And since Times Square is a central hub for tourists, it also happens to be a good place to go and get money from them. So that's what I went out and did. First, I want to interact with some of the mascots who are scattered around the area. I went up to one guy who thought I was a little suspicious, probably because I was a lone teenager who wasn't acting completely starstruck by everything at Times Square. Nevertheless, the man was willing to take a picture, and before I knew it, his buddies joined in too. I wanted to see if I could out-hustle the hustlers, but I didn't have much of a strategy, so I made a plan in the moment, which was to stay frozen and see how long I could last. There was one guy, I couldn't tell who, that was making real-life sound effects. That was pretty cool. He didn't have to do that. I was standing there for like 2 whole minutes. It was starting to get awkward, to say the least. My cameraman was starting to feel weird, too, just standing there, so I ran away out of fear of ending up like this guy. I did get the picture, no money spent though. It's a little weird how people are so successful pulling off this scam. It's not like Disneyland where people actually want to see these characters. It's Times Square. No one's coming for these guys. But now, it was time to attempt scamming people on my own. My first scam method was to take a ploy out of Ryan Trahan's book by trying to draw people in 60 seconds.
Just a little sample of what I can do.
The catch is that I'm a really bad drawer.
What's your name? Eva? Let me walk in. Okay, you might want to frame this on your wall when you get home. Okay. Yeah? Sure, I'll take one. Any tip? No tip? Excuse me, can I draw a picture of you? No? Can I draw a picture of you? It'll take 60 seconds, real quick. No? I have to work, I don't have any cash. You don't have any cash? Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. I have Venmo cash up on there. Yeah, okay, wait. Is this one of the things where you do really embarrassing stuff as a form of therapy? You should keep that. No, you don't want it for a copy of your record. I made it for you guys. Like frame it. Yeah. Hey, don't quit your day job.
Okay, 1, people didn't like my drawings. 2, the effort needed to approach people and ask to draw them requires so much rejection, which isn't good for my self-esteem.
I draw a picture of you guys.
So I needed something that would get people to come to me. Free hugs.
Donations appreciated. I feel like I cannot.
My strategy was to lure people in, just like the mascots, but my secret sauce would be that I carry a sign saying that my service is free, and in small writing, I'd say donations are appreciated too.
Anybody like a free hug? Off we go. Free hug?
And instead of spreading disappointment, I was spreading positivity. And even though it was a little tough to ask people for money after the hug,
No, it's free.
I don't have any donations, but that's good, buddy.
Alright, have a good one.
it was well worth it. And I mean worth it financially. I was there for 20 minutes and made $15, which would translate to $45 per hour and $93,000 per year if worked as a full-time job. Also, I noticed a lot of people didn't speak English. And I definitely think I could have made a lot more money if the tourists actually knew what was written on
I'm doing great. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. And donations are appreciated too. You don't have to. You're good, you're good.
So end of story, if anyone lives by Times Square or a really crowded area in the city and needs money, I may have found an effective job for you. Hell, it even got me enough money to pay for some classic 99-cent pizza.
This is good. This is 10 out of 10. It tastes like what you think pizza should taste like.
Free hug. Psych.